So I thought I'd do something different today around the logo design that I've just designed for the client. The client's very happy. It's been accepted, so they're moving forward with the design. And I thought maybe I could talk about the design process and why the logo is the logo. Um, so the brief was to create a logo design for a dub poet. So a dub poet is someone that does poetry and it has a reggae vibe to it, culturally Caribbean vibe, um, and basically it's poetry. Um, there are other dub poets out there, so if you want to Google these people, there are Linton Kwesi Johnson, Muta Baruka, Benjamin Zephaniah, Roger Robinson. There are many others, but those are the most common and those are the well-known ones and ones that I know anyway, at least. So the briefs come direct from the client and it's intended for the UK audience and the wider Jamaican Caribbean audience because that's the association with dub poetry. The logo that I designed is aligned with the client's ethos. And before I start projects, I always get to know the client and their objectives. Then I inject the client's requirements into the design. I play with the colors and the wording, textiles and shapes and whatever else I can play with. And the idea is to capture the company in an image. So the logo that I've done, it resonates with the ideal customer that the client is engaging with, the emotion and the familiarity, and it connects with the culture that's recognized by these customers worldwide. The logo as well, it's clean, it's sophisticated, and it's tied to history. I generally, I generally think, I generally sit and think about possible ideas, and the creativity grows from there. And the ideas, they just never stop. Like I never ever run out of ideas. I have to stop myself when I'm creating stuff because I don't run out of ideas. Um, my ideas and my designs are always unique and there's always a meaning behind each one. I don't just, you know, copy and paste. There's always a meaning behind each one. So I'll run through what was done and why, and you can see, you know, the design process and what takes place. So this one here on screen, the client was conscious of the colours and he wanted the colours to resonate with with Marcus Garvey and Garveyites. So the colours there are generally red, gold, and green. More of the black, more of the green, and more of the red is what the client was looking for. So I've incorporated that into this logo here. The microphone, again, it's dub poetry, so that is linked to what you might see on stage when you go to one of these events. They'll be using a microphone like this. And then the text, I've got a mottled type of effect, and that's because like the vibe that I get is it's relaxed, it's not too bold, but it's also got some energy in there. So that's why you've got that mottled effect, because it shows the energy running through the text. And then the collective, because they may or may not use the word collective all throughout. Every time they use a logo, they might remove collective. So that's what this so that's what this design is about here. The next one, this is another one of the microphone designs. There's a possibility that they will shorten the name at times and call it more Culture Collective, and that's me just having a look to see what the design looks like when we abbreviate the name. This one, again, incorporating the colours. We've got the speaker box here simply because a lot of times you'll see the big speakers, and they're associated with the culture in the Caribbean, like the music nights. It's all about music. So that's why I've introduced that there. This one isn't my favourite design, and I think it's the speaker that's not doing it for me. Yeah, so it's not my favourite, but I do like the layout of the wording, so the more culture and the collective underneath. I like that layout. And again, this is an abbreviation. I really don't like it. It's awful to me. No, but again, it incorporates the colours, so the red, green, and gold, and the black. Um, and here we've got a different logo which incorporates the colours, which are exactly what the client requested. So the green, the red, and the black. For those who don't know, the colours stand for the red is the blood that was shed, that Black people have shed. The green is the land that Black people can thrive on. It's the African land that we all have ancestry to. The red, green, the black is the, have I said black already? The black is the Black people, and the gold or the yellow is for the sunshine. Um, so that's why we use those colours through the logos. So I've played with the shape here, and I've used a circle more than a square because a circle is softer. It's softer than a square. This one we've incorporated the fire in there, and the fire because again part of the culture is uses fire, and fire is renewing. Fire removes old energy and makes way for new. So that's why the fire's in there, and the red because again it ties in with the colours that I was asked to navigate around. And this is another variation of that same logo. So the one before, the fire was slightly smaller, and the more culture collective, the wording was in a different colour. So let's jump back. No, can't jump back. Still trying to figure it out myself. So the wording was in a slightly different colour. But this here, this incorporates the fire, the colours, and the energy throughout the text. And this is the one that the client loved. This is the one that the client said, well, can we see it in this colour and move it forward from there? And as soon as they saw it in that colour, they're like, yeah, that's the one. Leave it as it is. Just we're going to have this one. And that's the end of that. So I thought it would be good for you to see what's being done. This video is a little bit different to the previous videos, but I thought it'd be helpful for you to see the process and what was issued to the client, well, some of what was issued to the client and the feedback I've had from it. So yeah,